so hope nothing breaks. Okay, it says we're going live according to that thing. This thing says receiving your content.
I see something's changing.
Receiving.
You
are live. The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. Okay, I think we're live.
Have to stop saying the N-word.
Well, you know.
It's a blue Charmander.
Only if you want to live.
Blue Charmander.
I'm gonna try to move this.
It's like a blue waffle.
Up closer to us. Your feet are on the cord.
You're not touching anything.
Oh, it's the thing.
Oh, you want me to move this? Yeah.
Get the thing the fuck out of there. Alright, people are in the chat.
Broskies.
My shirt is blinding. It's true. It looks like just a white light beaming out of my chest. It's just a yellow shirt, but I have the brightness kicked up a little bit to make the green screen work. We're here. We're doing it.
We're here and we're queer in Pride Month.
Let us know if anything's wrong with the audio. You can go ahead and start playing.
Oh yeah, okay.
Welcome everybody to Digi and Maze
God.
Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke.
We're doing it again.
Attempt number 2, because the last time we tried to do this, we did one episode.
And we didn't save properly.
Yes, the save file somehow mysteriously disappeared from the computer, so we never made an episode 2. It was very sad, but we decided to do it again, but as a live stream, because maximum profit.
Yes. Super
chats, live interactions, everybody gets to experience the drama firsthand, and then we will edit the videos and put them on the channel as regular videos after the live stream is over.
Exciting stuff. You can re-watch these.
Yes.
Over and over
I'm on
again.
chat duty. I've got the chat right in front of me.
Where
I'll
you
be
belong.
reading it.
No, you should not be near a controller, my friend.
No, I do not belong on the...
You are not a
I'm
real
not
gamer.
very good at Pokemon. Digi-ho?
Or Digi-ho.
It's hot.
It's a hot bitch.
Did you put
Today
the temperature
is the
down
last
to?
day of spring, FYI. I put it to 70 degrees, but we are in the office.
Yeah.
Which...
Well, we've got a heat lamp on us is the biggest reason I think that we're so hot. Like a lamp that's literally, I think, mostly used to grow weed. We have beaming on us to make the green screen work.
I got a good name for him.
We're actually, we're brighter than we needed to be. I don't know why on the YouTube stream we look like we're fucking in heaven. We look like we have actually died. And it doesn't look quite like that on my screen. But then again, I always have my brightness hella low.
You okay with this
Maybe I'll turn down the
name?
brightness on the laptop, and that'll help. Jeff Thu? Is that what he's...
Goof Thu.
Goof Thu? Alright.
Our arch rival, Goof Thu.
Oh god, what have I done?
What have you done? Oh my god. All the beautiful chats.
Why original and not Fire Red?
I wanted to play with Gen 1 mechanics because I am a Gen 1er.
Yeah, even though you were really more of a Gen 2 person as a kid, like you grew up obsessed with Gen 2, but because of your YouTube viewing history...
You gotta go to the PC and you gotta get a potion. It's in like every game, dog. Do it.
Yes.
Yes, I wanted to mainly flex on my my autistic insight on the first generation games. And then I ended up getting my ass handed to me on the first episode and almost lost. So we're doing it again.
I'm freaking out because I'm seeing this 3 times. I'm seeing the stream, I'm seeing the game, and then next to the game I see the recording of us, and then the chat is not showing up on screen the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was gonna work.
Should I try to figure that out real quick?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, let's see if we can make that happen.
I can't play the game right when you're doing this.
No, you cannot do anything.
It's all
You're
good.
Disabled.
So,
alright, let's
this
see.
is a cool thing. We should do it every week. Make it like a weekly thing. If people like it. If people don't like it, let's never do it again. We're preparing for a trip. We're going to Oklahoma in a couple of days. Gonna be there for a while and do ancestral things with my family. It'll be a good time.
It seems to be...
It's showing up on there.
No, I don't think that's actually it.
No.
That's just like an example of what
that,
it would be.
Yeah, that looks very, that looks too intellectual for our chat.
What the
Where are all the wands?
fuck is... I don't know how to make it show up. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's a stupid poopy. Michelle says, "Where's Pikachu?"
We aren't there yet, bitch.
Alright, well, we don't have the chat. I guess that blue space will just be where in the
Can you
editing
put a
bay
penis
we put
there?
stuff.
Can you put a picture of oh fuck, what's his name? That guy who got in trouble for cheating on his girlfriend online, who's a YouTuber.
Monkey Jones?
No, the one with the dick pic.
And Pro Jared?
Yeah, I just put Pro Jared's dick pic, like a live stream of his dick pic.
When is Pantsu going to upload again?
It'll happen. I'm planning on doing a video for the end of the month, talking about Art Ho June. So that will definitely come out. As for if I will have regular content coming out, I'm not sure, because I'll probably get a big girl job, and I'm doing a lot of work for Digi, so we shall see. I'd like to make more videos, but
have
no
not
promises.
stopped being entranced by the fact that I actually got this green screen effect to work.
Yeah, it
I
took
can't
a
stop
lot of
staring
setup.
at it. If you guys saw what was like, it looks like we're in some kind of magical other world. Like, it doesn't look anything like what's really happening in our room right now.
No, I know.
It's like, I look around me and I'm surrounded by anime posters everywhere. I've got a bright-ass heat lamp on my head. I've got a towering green screen unfolded behind me that is sitting on top of a bucket and is being propped up by a step ladder.
You're ruining the illusion, the magic of us just floating
barely
behind a
holding
blue
on.
background.
It looks horrible in real life. Like, it doesn't look like it would work. It looks like this would be the stupidest, most like if I move my body too far to this side, you can see the seam.
Cocksucker.
You see the seam right there? That's I'm just blocking that with my body.
Okay, you need to shut up because it's a holy moment in the Pokemon franchise where we pick our first starter.
Oh,
so this is a Nuzlocke. So the rules are you gotta randomize your shit, because that's cheating if you don't randomize your shit. So I got a random number generator on my phone. Can you see it? I want to prove to you. That's my grandma texting me. Okay. Generate. Okay. Number 2, proof. Oh god, I'm retarded. Can you see it's 2?
Yeah, you can see it.
It says 2, okay? If you can't read. So that means I'm taking the second Pokeball. I don't remember which guy is in there, but it's probably Charmander, right? Oh no, why can't I move? Oh wait. I can move. Alright. No, it's Squirtle. Alright. It's Squirtle. After birth, its back swells and hardens into a shell.
That's
Powerfully sprays
We're playing
foam
Pokemon
from
Blue,
its mouth.
and we got a Squirtle. This is the best way it could go.
This sentence is not right. Powerfully sprays foam from its mouth.
I guess it does. It sprays
Is
foam.
that grammatically correct? Is there a noun?
It should say it powerfully sprays.
Yes,
foam from
this
its
is a
mouth.
fucking typo in my Pokemons. Okay, guys, what should we name this guy?
Yes, what do you want us to
It's a
name
Nuzlocke,
the Squirtle?
so we gotta name him. If you give us super chats, we'll for sure pick that name.
Oh yeah, I guess we should game the system and ask for a super chat to name our fucking Squirtle.
But if you got a good one, fire him out here, or else I'm just gonna name it Squirter.
Someone says N-word, but like literally N-word.
That's pretty good.
Combine your names, 10 lead, says Michelle.
No.
Squirt Boy, Squirter, Gigic,
Ooh.
Taliban,
Ooh.
Russell. Russell's a ghastly name.
Yeah.
Squatter, Gotchi Base. Gotchi Base.
Yes.
What
else?
Smegmal.
Okay, we're going with N-word. It's my favorite.
Jake Paul. Call him Randy.
This is the boy.
Spanju 7.
Is this offensive?
Squirter is good. Squirting.
This is too offensive.
Forehead. Oh wait, we got a $2.
Oh shit, what is it?
Says name it Charmander.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you.
That's a great one. Yeah, I'm into it.
Thank you.
A Squirtle named Charmander.
That's the best suggestion all day. Did I spell it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just barely.
Godspeed. I just barely spelled it right. Okay, Goofthoo.
Goofthoo.
Oh, he got Bulbasaur.
It really says goof though.
Goof though.
Goof do is a goof though.
Wait, Digiho! Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Alright fam. I have a potion on my side, so I think the cat is in the bag here.
I'm gonna listen. I was gonna say, ask the chat, like, how's our audio? Then I remembered I don't trust anybody, and that I also am watching the stream, and I can check myself.
Yeah. Speaking of cats in the bag, we gotta go see the Ghiblies that comes out in theaters.
Sounds great. Sounds fantastic. Aside from the fact that, it also sounds like we're in a bathroom. Which should always... My fucking new... This room, it's weird. This is a small room that should be easy to soundproof, but, like, something about my desk, like, the sound bounces off the desk and makes it sound all echoey and gross.
Yeah.
And I gotta figure out how
rather
to make
unfortunate.
that not the thing. And also all this fucking... I have sound insulation all over the place at random because I bought a massive number of, what are those double stick removable things?
What are they called?
Fuck.
They're just like, poster tape.
But they're like the... Oh, wait, I have them right here.
Oh, shit.
Fucking command strips.
Command strips.
That's what I'm thinking of.
You bought... How many did you buy on Amazon?
I bought like 150
oh my God.
command strips or something like that.
How many did you end up using?
I used a lot, and like, I put the... Because...
we leveled up,
the
bitches.
thing is that I used to use...
What? Unbelievable? I picked SAO!
I picked the wrong Pokemon!
Alright.
Anyway, like 2 houses ago, I...
Smell you later.
I guess initially...
Iconic.
So I'm sorry I'm trying to tell a story unrelated to Pokemon.
It's fine. I'm just commenting on the game. Keep people interested.
So, back in my old place, these were put up with staples. Then at a house 2 houses ago, we put it up with double-sided tape, but it like ruined the walls when we were trying to remove it.
Yeah.
Like we had to sit there and like very surgically and carefully
we didn't start
peel
packing
each one for like
until the
days.
date. Wait, how long? Because like I know we only prepared the move like the week before. Like we did it all like really fast, and it was really scary.
But most of the time,
there was no time to
just
fix it.
Pulling shit off the walls carefully, trying not to rip the paint.
That's why we only had 1 day to actually pack up our stuff, because it was all spent taking down posters.
And then the other day, or at the last house, why did I say the other day?
It was the other day.
At the last place, I just didn't put these up. Like, we had them in the I Am Games room just strewn about randomly.
It was
like,
a
just
mess.
Like kind of stacked on top of each other in rows of 3, like as high as I could pile them.
I'm sure if you look at I Am Games footage, you will see them.
So I was like, the command strips, they won't damage the walls. So I'll put them all up with these, but they fucking suck and these things fall down. So I've just got all these command strips on the walls and no fucking foam. And piles of foam laying around. Stupid foam.
Piles and piles and piles and piles. Michelle, how Anthro is Charmander? I mean, yeah, our Charmander, the Squirtle.
Blue is too busy smelling his Bulbasaur.
Yes. Sweet, sweet smell.
Smell you later.
His sweet brew.
Was that what it was called? The sweet brew?
The sweet brew. And then pork stew.
When you guys read, when the next Manga Mondays comes out on the manga O Maidens in Your Savage Season, there's a part where they're reading a book, and he describes how he was like slurping her sweet brew from between her legs.
It's great.
And then one of them speculates that it should smell like beef stew or something like that.
Well, they're talking about what the sluts in the school would smell like. So, yeah, that's a pretty apt depiction. Anything interesting happening in Chatland?
Nope.
Did Michelle ever say how Anthro Squirtle was?
I don't know. She did a whole rating of every fucking Pokemon's Anthro, didn't she?
I guess.
Ooh, how far do you live from your old house in Virginia Beach where Shade is living, and how far from Vic and Hope's apartment? Shade is not living at the old house. Shade's living all the fucking way up in Chesapeake now, which is like an hour away. Nobody lives at the old house. My parents have been trying to sell it and failing because it's a gigantic castle-painted monstrosity in the middle of nowhere.
It's in the middle of nowhere and has a room that looks like a castle and is going for $500,000.
Yeah. Because
it's not, you know, in most people's
it's like
searches.
It's gonna be hard because the thing about it is that the neighborhood it's in is mostly old people who've been living there for generations. Like, you know, the house that we moved into, the woman who had lived there before had died and her like children were selling the house. So we're the first people to own it in like, you know,
hot
like
minute.
80 years or something. And
how
like,
old is the house?
It's fucking old. And like the people who live around it, like the neighbor who lives behind us was like the nephew of the woman who lived there, you know, and even he's old as shit. So like most of the people who live in the neighborhood are old, and it's like on a major road. So it's like not a great, like it's not in the neighborhood. Like the neighborhood itself is a bunch of rich upscale houses, but this one's like on the road, you know? So you're not really even in the neighborhood. And like it's kind of a nice house. We got it because it happened to suit a lot of our needs, which is it was still in the same school district because, you know, me, Vic, and Shade, I had just graduated high school, but they didn't want Vic and Shade to have to switch schools. So they tried to get a house in the same district, as well as one that was one story.
But the school that it was in vicinity wasn't really that great of a school, was it?
No, it was just a matter of not wanting to switch schools.
Yeah, no,
again,
but like if somebody were moving in, they would probably, if they cared about school district, would pick a better school if they could afford a $500,000 house.
Yeah, the school is not that great.
Just like if...
And...
I think that makes it
part
hard.
of the appeal was that it was one story because my mom had bad knees at the time. Mm-hmm. So like... Basically, it was a house that only could possibly have suited my family's needs.
Yeah.
And then my dad modified it and turned it into a house, or a castle, you know, a castle house. So it's like, it's, you know, I don't really know who's in the market for it. And yeah, it's kind of like the reason that only old people live out there is that it's way out of the way. Like, it's as, probably if you had to move anywhere in Virginia Beach above Pungo, that was the least close to anything, that would be where it is. You know, it's like the most out of the way house possible. So,
I think it's great. I would love to live in that house.
It's a cool house to live in, but like, who the fuck is gonna move into it, you know?
Yeah, the criteria seem very exclusive.
And like, in the case of, like, I wouldn't want to necessarily move back there because my biggest problems with the place were that it was so far from everything, you know? Like, where we live now is way cooler. It's not in our price
range, and your parents aren't having it for rent. Like,
no, I mean, I prefer living here to living there. Like, the house had
there's more stuff to
a lot of hardwood floors I don't really care for. We're in a better location. You know, I mean, the house is big, but I don't need space. Our house that we have is bigger than we even need for...
Yeah, there is an entire room we have yet to really use.
Yeah. That
I just used to film Manga Monday footage in. And there's, like, an empty, like, a room before you go to the porch that's kind of like a patio room that has absolutely nothing there.
It's just a big mirror.
Yeah. It's great, but...
You do go in there all the time.
Yeah, it's great to have a giant mirror, but... You know, we aren't using that space actively.
Wait, let's see what the chat has been saying. Squirtle's head looks like Kirby standing on a rock.
Yes, it does. It's pretty cute.
That's, I mean, I can't stop. Like, I will never be able to see it the same way again now that you've pointed that out to me. That is, awful.
That is amazing.
Yo, Digi, On the Wrong Side is my new favorite song from you. Didn't expect you to sing, but it really worked. Thank you. I've been wanting to break out my fucking Interpol voice on a real song forever. Like, I love to sing. I love singing along to various bands and, like, trying to mimic their voices. But, like, if you're not making that style of music that band makes, it's hard to find reason for it.
Definitely.
Like, how often am I gonna write a rap song where I can sing like Interpol?
Voice, yeah.
It took a lifespan with no cellmate and a long way back. That voice. I woke up this morning on the wrong side of my life. I didn't do it that extreme in the song, but you know.
Well, I don't think you were legitimately trying to make a copy of the Interpol voice. I think it was just like inspired vaguely by that.
I mean, it's not even just that voice either. Yeah. It might even be closer to She Wants Revenge.
Yeah.
I wanna fucking tear you apart.
Alright, we're finally getting to the stage where we can get Pokeballs. So we can progress.
I never even really answered the question that was how far do you live from your old house?
Don't dox us.
And how far from Vic and Hope's apartment? Pretty far. Like at least 20 minutes away.
Yeah, and Vic and Hope live in Norfolk.
Yeah,
so they don't even live in the same city.
Vic and Hope are in Norfolk, but they are closer to our old place than we are. Because they're like close to the Virginia Beach border. They're not like in the heart of Norfolk, which is like, you know, like downtown. They're like up north in Norfolk. But yeah, we're down in the heart of Virginia Beach, not very close to the old place. But we have been there a couple times because it's still for sale. Like, you know.
Yeah.
We still have to go up there to do things for my parents every once in a while. Your Charmander has autism, I'm afraid. Well, he is a Squirtle.
Like father, like son.
Wait, there's a super chat I haven't gotten to.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Butthole Wheat.
Oh yes, Butthole Wheat.
I called Dick Masterson on his live stream. The dude still won't admit to eating butthole. Won't admit eating beehole is mealy as fuck. Can you believe the nerve on that guy?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess butthole is mealy as fuck.
Oh boy. Oh, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Oh yes, it's a Nidoran female. It's a female, guys.
Co-pilot Coco says that I need to in a rap I need to have the lyric, my girl got a sweet brew and yours smell like beef stew.
Yes, that's pretty good. All right, let's fix that up a little
Have you
bit.
read Slam Dunk? I have not. I found that house when Digital was in Boston and I jacked off in the front yard with my friend because we are super fans. I don't believe you, but that would be funny.
Alright, we got our second party member, a Nidoran female. Alright, name suggestions. If we don't get any names, I'm gonna just call her 10 lead.
Yeah, you're going for it?
Yeah. She is kind of Nidoqueen-esque.
I guess I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'd love to see her do a Nidoqueen cosplay.
Why is this 30-year-old man venting out his child traumas on the internet? I'm not 30. Shut up. I'm only 27. But I guess that's basically 30 in the eyes of
Alright, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to see if anybody has any name suggestions, and then I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh yeah. Well, let me go down to the actual current chat. That would probably help. We got Toxion, Norbit, Nidoking, Beavra. Anime was a mistake. That's too long. Superb Autism, Holo, Queef Stew.
Oh no, that's pretty good.
Trans Rights, Anthe, Thick. Those are all the ones I've seen so far.
Queef Stew is pretty good.
Meaty Stew, Queef Stew, Hedgeboy, Niddler, Yas Queen, Jalen, Beef Fear, Knitter, Pooper. There's a bunch of people saying Queef Stew. It's been posted.
It's pretty
like
3
good.
Times. Okay, we're gonna go with Queef Stew.
Yeah, unless somebody wants to snipe it with a super chat. Queef Stew it is. Should I put, like, super chats to name Pokemon in the title of this video just to see if that would draw in those super chat dollar boys?
Maybe if this has success, but I wouldn't.
Queef
Stew! Hell yes! Alright. We got a pretty blue party right now. It's pretty good. Let's level up Queef Stew a bit.
Michelle says, "I'm glad you decided to name it Ted Lead after all." Oh, that's brutal.
Oh my god. Oh boy. What a fucking mess. Twitter is the holy grail.
Should we talk about this? Like, why this is happening? Who is Michelle? Who is Ten Lead?
Yeah,
for our people in the chat who have no idea.
I just want Michelle to, you know, confirm that she is okay with me, you know, explaining things.
Well, I'll have to wait for her to say something, I guess.
I just wanna,
She says, "I'm okay."
Okay, she's okay?
Yeah.
So, alright, let's start the story. Let's back it up all the way back to when we started dating. So, I used to be a big fan of Jeff, and I thought it was really cool when...
As in Jeff Thu.
As in Goof Thu, as in
Mother's
our rival.
Basement.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a big fan of him and Digi. And,
if you haven't heard of Mother's Basement, very big now anime YouTuber.
Back in the day, he was not so big.
No, he was initially...
He was more humble back then.
He was on the come up. I think he was probably around 50,000 subs when we started the Weebcast. So
and he used to do this great video series called What's in an OP?
Yes, where he got his start just analyzing OPs of anime, which was fun because nobody was doing anything like it, and he would find a lot of depth in these things that most people don't pay attention to. And then he broadened his horizons and hired a search engine optimization specialist. And
now he makes videos about SEO, Alicization, that are an hour long. And then brags about how much sweet ad rev he's getting. And it's like, yeah, we all can see it. It's pretty transparent.
You're doing something that literally anybody could do, and most of us choose not to because we don't think. Yeah, I appreciate that you made a lot of money, but is that what you're here for?
But enough bashing. This is not a story about Jeff. It's just that I saw that, you know, this girl had sought him out and they were dating, and like they were like this power anime couple, and it was really cool.
Yeah, so this girl being Ten Lead, who is a famous cosplayer.
Famous. I don't know how famous she was
makes
at the
a lot
time,
of
but
fucking
she's
money.
become way more famous now that she is starting to sell her nudes. So, which a lot of cosplayers do. If you're comfortable with doing that, then, you know, I'm not gonna judge you. It's just like, that's the fact.
I thought he was dating someone named like Jazzy or something. Her name is Yazzie, right?
I think.
Yeah, that's her name, but she goes by Ten Lead on the internet.
I don't want to spill too much tea. But, so I was kind of a fan of her, and then when I started dating...
You've been reading too many Pedro posts.
Oh boy. It's Jeffree Star, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jeffree Star
He's infected my mind, even though I haven't, like, watched him at all in, like, years. But, yeah, so...
So you saw that Ten Lead had started dating Jeff, and they became an anime power couple, and you found out about me through Jeff.
Oh, yeah, so, I mean, if that never happened, then I don't think I would have ever had the balls to pursue you. So, like, you know, I always kind of, like, respected her and looked up to her, and, like, we were following each other on Twitter and, like, kind of back and forthing a little bit, and I, like, drew her some fan art, and I was gonna start a podcast with some other PCP girlfriends. It was gonna be, like, Boozy, Michelle,
Boozy, who is Endless Jess's girlfriend, Michelle, who is Best Guy Ever's girlfriend,
Kazi,
who is Munchie's girlfriend. If you don't know who any of these people are, you clearly don't listen to the Procrastinators podcast. You need to step up your Digi lore.
And I
the rabbit hole runs
rudely
deep.
excluded Jackie from the situation because
Thank God.
I wanted to do like a manga review show. And this is what I was like really gung-ho about being a YouTuber.
The concept of this podcast, which had been in pre-production for a long time, was that it was going to be a manga book club with you and these other girls.
Yes.
And
I
basically half of them ghosted you.
No, okay, this is different. Okay. I was planning it, and like it was gonna be like a legit thing, like a counterpart to like the PCP. I wanted it to be big and have enough legs to stand on its own. And I wanted to have people on who knew things about anime who are also women, and it was gonna be like a book club for manga. So I asked Yazzie if she wanted to be a part of the book club, and she said yeah, she was interested in being a part of it, and then she ghosted us for she like let us on and said like, oh, I can get to it later, and like this went on for like, you know, several weeks, and then the hospitalization incident happened and like the whole podcast fell apart. So it was at that point when it was kind of like, well, you know, she's kind of like I'm not like on that great terms with her, like whatever, she ghosted us, like over time, you know, she became kind of a joke in our friend group because of the heavy use of Facetune and Photoshop and like and apps to like kind of edit your photos.
Particularly that Michelle made a sort of game out of going into her photos and pointing out how the backgrounds are hilariously warped, because when you use Facetune to, you know, inch in your waistline a little bit,
it warps the
background of the photo, and it's really funny.
It was really bad in some of her pictures, and it's like she's gotten better about it, but like she still
she lost a lot of weight.
She lost a lot of weight and got a boob job, but like she was completely changing the size of her body. Like she looked nothing like she looked in real life.
I mean, having met her in person, I did not know it was Jeff's girlfriend.
If you're online and you're taking photos, like, you know, use whatever the fuck you have to do to get money, whatever. It's the fact that she constantly was like tweeting about body positivity and like how she wanted other girls to feel confident about being in their own skin and how she had low self-esteem. And then meanwhile, she is completely changing the size of her body in her photos, which is like laughable. And like, you know, I've kind of got tired of you know, bashing on her, so I unfollowed her on Twitter, but like Michelle had stayed following her, and I guess the other day, I mean, like, since then she's gotten a boob job and has lost a little bit of weight, and like I haven't really seen a lot of her cosplay photos recently, but I have seen some like from a couple months ago where there was still Photoshop, and like I've just seen a couple of tweets, like I'm not following her, but just like that show up in my newsfeed or whatever, just of her being like, oh, look at all of, like, I can pose different ways and my body looks differently, like, other girls should be aware of, like, these tricks and stuff, and it's like, but you are completely changing your photos, like, what are you talking about? Like, just shut up. And there was another tweet that she made, like, a couple weeks ago talking about how she was excited to go to her high school reunion so she could show off her boob job, and the fact that she makes a ton of money to all the people who bullied her in high school. And it's like, okay, clearly, like, she has... I don't think
that's gonna work.
Like, yeah, like, okay, you're a fucking prostitute online, and you have fake tits. Yeah.
She doesn't have sex for money.
You're gonna be really... Whatever. She's a sex worker.
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't care that much. I just think it's funny how, like...
It's just funny because that's not something that's going to impress you.
No, and it also...
They're probably going to make fun of you for it.
Yeah, is indicative of, you know, some kind of, like, lack of self-awareness or potential mental illness. So when she goes on these tirades on Twitter about how, you know, she's so happy since she's gotten a boob job, and, like, oh, like, look at my before and after pictures, give me attention, look at, I want body positivity and stuff. So Michelle, like, comments on one of her tweets and it's just like, what about Photoshop? And she blocks her and then proceeds to continue to tweet about Michelle.
Well, you know, that's what they always do, is they block you and then they go on complaining about you continually.
It's like, okay,
subtweeting.
A rational person would just block them and it's over. Like, people harass me online. I haven't really had to block a lot of people, but like if it happens, I block them, and like I don't really need to make a big deal out of it. It is not a reflection of, like, I don't know. It just, you could tell it really bothered her. So yeah, fuck her. Michelle, you're awesome. It was pretty badass, but you're also a superficial hoe, and I love you. The end. Moral of the story.
I did not expect you to come so hard at this. Amazing.
Oh boy.
Why aren't you guys using the Super Game Boy colors?
Oh no! 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 He died.
I think we're fucked.
Oh no, it's okay. We'll be okay. But
who are you fighting? How did you lose the fucking main guy?
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god. This is a Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Well,
but my goal was to only have Beef Stew as my main Pokemon. We'll be okay. It's just going to require a lot of grinding. Oh my god, I'm sweating.
I'm sweating hard.
It's like, okay, it's totally because I was, what?
Butthole Weeb sent us $20.
Holy shit. Thanks,
he says,
bro.
By the way, May, I had my Luluxo video done. Then I got home after a storm and my power went out, deleting my file. I'll be sending my new one soon. I literally don't care when it's done. Just let me know how much you want to charge. Word.
Yeah, I mean, I've been editing videos for Conrad.
Yeah.
If you want to see what I can do, watch the Manga Monday videos. I'd be happy to edit your shit. Just DM me, bro. It's very unfortunate that bad things keep happening.
Everyone's like, what the fuck? How did you lose your first Pokemon before the first fucking gym?
It's all on purpose.
There's a lot of F in
It's
chat.
on purpose. It was on purpose. Oh wait.
Oh my god.
No, okay. Release Pokemon. Alright. Rip, motherfuckers. Rip.
Digi, your girl has zero filter. She's a keeper. I agree. She has a filter. She just forgot how to use it, I think.
Oh. I just have been having, like... I've just needed to vent today. I've just been kind of, like, stressed out about the trip that we're taking.
Oh,
it's
really?
like,
I haven't been thinking about
I get
it
stressed
at all.
out because, like, my family's, like, I'm going to a family reunion, and, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, I want to,
We're going to Oklahoma.
I want to look like my life is together, Yeah. Not that this is stressing me out that much, but, I'd like to, at least present the illusion that I have shit together. So I'm like... Always, whenever I go on a trip, it's like, oh my god, I have to make sure I have the right outfits, I have to make sure I have all my shit, and it's just like, I've been procrastinating a little bit on that. It'll be okay, but it has been stressful. And also, the internet has been a clusterfuck.
Butthole Weeb sent another $5 and said, I also have a top 5 written too. I know you're busy, but if you want to edit that too while I'm in LA for Anime Expo, you just want more crap to edit for money.
Hey man, just message me on Discord.
Let's see what kind of time she's got.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone next week, but
feels like I'm getting paid already for your editing right now.
Right?
I just made like $27. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? The YouTube page is fucking flashing and breaking. What the fuck is going on? Can I... Look at this. This is happening. What the fuck is going on? Is my what in the fuck? I've never seen anything like this before.
It's because my Pokemon died.
Right,
do you wanna look on my phone? Because my phone, you can look at chat on my phone.
I mean, I'm gonna figure out if it still works in here first. And then make sure that fucking stream is even up. Oh, it seems to be updating Firefox. For some reason.
This was a mistake.
Right, we are still live.
Rip Charmander.
We have 317
Why
viewers.
did this happen to me? Oh my god. It's literally, I got too heated.
It's fucking hot in here.
I got overheated.
Bro, YouTube takes like 30% of the super chat money. Those motherfuckers.
Whatever. It's a thoughtful gesture. Thank you, Butthole Wheat.
Butthole Wheat.
For those of you who do not watch Who Are These Podcasts, Butthole Weeb is a phenomenal caller-in on those podcasts and is oddly tied to Nick Rakita and The Dick Show.
Everything is... There's always another
Everything
layer.
is a circle.
Everything is a rich tapestry.
Yes.
In the Digibro universe. Though, if you haven't heard of it, you should listen to Who Are These Podcasts. It's one of my favorite podcasts. They review other podcasts and shit on them, and it's funny. It's like, if you enjoy my content where I shit on bad anime, you should listen to Who Are These Podcasts, because it's an entire podcast about shitting on bad podcasts.
Yeah, there's an episode that you're a guest on, right?
Yes, I was on an episode about the Pizza Party podcast.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal content right there.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode. I listened to it twice.
And the tea made spilled was actually Charmander's life force. It's life source.
It's true. It's true.
Right,
that's divine retribution right there. God was like, okay, you are talking too much shit.
Just to pitch who are these podcasts even better.
Damn
because
you,
what's so great about the show is they pull extensive clips from the show they're talking about. So it really is like one of my videos in that they're like playing clips and being like, listen to how stupid this sounds. This makes no sense. I mean, it's not really, I wouldn't say it's very deep analysis of the podcast. It's mostly just shitting on them. But it's pretty entertaining. And there's an ongoing, like, narrative as well as they continually shit on Opie Radio.
Opie Radio podcast.
That's the SAO of their channel is the Opie Radio podcast.
Oh, boy. Okay. Does somebody remember when I was talking about 10 lead, did I go up here to this route? Because I did. Okay, I was not paying attention to the fact that I'm doing a Nuzlocke because I missed an opportunity to catch a Pokemon here.
Yes, you definitely came here.
Oh no, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to catch something in the bug forest. And then I'm just gonna spend a bunch of time grinding and talking about things.
Yeah, you really did like completely go into like a fugue state of anger and then totally forget what was happening.
You should have been like, oh fuck.
I'm on chat duty. You know how I am.
Okay, Caterpie, this is awesome. This is an awesome chance. This is great. Caterpie's great to have in a Nuzlocke because you can very quickly have a Butterfree and wreck shit. This will be fine.
Somebody says May needs her own whirling dervish. That was actually what we said when we started. Like, we were sitting there on the couch watching the new Best Guy Ever video. And May was going on a long rant bitching about how it was a shitty video because he plays Champagne Supernova at the end.
That video fucking sucks. I had to wait until June 20th, the last day of spring, for the last video of Mia Mafova, which is just a video of him begging for money on Patreon, then doing a tier list, and then opening his fucking silver play button and being like, oh yeah, I'm a big time YouTuber now, and then doing the douchiest move, which is even douchier somehow on top of the other moves, and playing an acoustic version of Champagne Supernova. What were you thinking? God damn it. I'm gonna have to be a patron of Nate now, just so I feel like I have a right to fucking talk shit about him. Oh my god. I love his content. I love Best Guy Ever's content. Subscribe to him. Fucking give him money on Patreon so he can be a full-time YouTuber so I can shit on him more. But, that was not acceptable. Okay, we have a Caterpie here.
Yeah, so you were on that tear, and I was like, you need to have your own whirling dervish. And you were like, what if we did a Let's Play? And I was like, yeah, let's do one. But I was like, I want to post it on the main channel, so we should do something conceptual, like a Nuzlocke. And then you were like, what if we live streamed it? And I was like, whoopty-scoopity-doo, bippity-boppity-boo. And now we're here.
Okay, more importantly, we got a new...
give us another $5.
We got a new Pokemon.
He says, I know you got the trip. I don't care when it's all done. I legit don't give a fuck. I just don't have time, and I'm too lazy to edit. Rip. Great stream, guys.
Alright, awesome. I like how we communicate more through super chats than on Discord.
He could literally just message you on Discord.
The last time I talked to you, Butthole Weeb, was when you were super chatting for the Utena video.
Yeah.
Like...
Keyblade Spirit says, at some point I calculated how connected Digibro is to other seemingly unrelated YouTubers. I think he's like 5 degrees of separation from Tom Scott. I'm curious which 5 degrees I am from Tom Scott. I follow Tom Scott.
Okay, what should I name this Caterpie?
Right. We've got Cream Pie, Casanova, Michelle says Nate says hi.
Hi, Nate.
What's the May equivalent of Artso Fartso? Pantsu Party. Pretty much.
The Dirty Pantsu.
Dirty Pantsu. Oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about having different Pantsus. Punished Pantsu.
Dirty Pantsu.
Dirty Pantsu.
It's definitely Dirty Pantsu.
No, they were all supposed to have a P at the start.
Yeah, there's Pretentious Pantsu, which is my Reddit account.
There should be like Putrid Pantsu or something.
Poopy Pantsu.
Poopy Pantsu.
Okay, I need names for this Caterpie. This is unacceptable.
Squinchy.
We got cream pie.
Misato. Everybody's just saying different pantsus now. Name it Nate.
Yeah. Cream pie or Nate. These are the two options. Oh my god. I bet that's Butthole Weeb. I bet that ding was that fucker.
Someone says to name it Ween. I assume because it kind of looks like a Ween album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think's the best one?
Cat or Die. No joke, honestly think you're the best anime channel. You're basically the reason why I got into interesting animes. Thank you. Sadly, super chats are disabled in my country.
What?
Natterpie or Naderpie.
Okay.
Poopy Dapey.
Okay.
Cream Pie. Ween Quebec. I don't get that one. Super Freak. Asuka is better than Ray. Ween Peenstein. Ween Peenerstein.
It's gonna be Nader Pie.
Naderpie. I'm so fucking hot. This fucking lamp is too much.
I guess, okay, it's gonna be Natterpie. Is that the correct pronunciation?
I would say Naderpie.
Okay, it's Naderpie.
Whatever you want to say. However you want to say.
Peen-ween.
We actually have a second Pokemon.
Oh my god. I'm sorry it took so long to name that guy. He's gonna be a staple of our team in the early game, and then we'll probably be discarded. I will not fuck up again. I'm sorry. I got carried away. So, do you have anything else to talk about?
Keyblade Spirit says May was supposed to be the Tard Wrangler, but ended up being the Tard who needed to be wrangled.
It's true! It's true! Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. That was a fantastic comment.
Jared Mithrander says, has May watched Wedding Peach? It was made by many of the people who would go on to make the Pokemon anime.
I want to watch it. I should watch it.
You do?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that's like similar to Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
Who are these podcasts on the Whirling Dervish podcast when? That'd be nice. You got to send it to them. They pretty much do everything based on suggestions. Like, if you email them a podcast that they should cover, they will usually cover it. I mean, you know, they get suggested more than they do, obviously, but... Twitter is a madhouse right now. I need a break from it. What's going on over there?
It's just...
I mean, it's always a madhouse.
Like
I don't remember the last time it wasn't a madhouse, but curious what exactly is... Oh, he said the same thing again, but this time with the super chat. I just happened to have gone... I'm always scrolling back and forth up through the chat to try to find more.
It's funny. It's like the chat is popping, dude.
I'm going to Twitter. I want to know what's happening. Let's see what kind of madness is going on. Pedantic Romantics excited to announce that she'll be doing an AMA on r/late stage capitalism this Saturday. Harmful Opinions just beat Crash 1 and is moving on to Spyro 1. Well, that's pretty innocent. Dick Show is streaming, I guess?
Yeah, they're streaming.
Why? Why is he doing the...
He's doing some kind of stream. I don't know.
Okay, well, I guess we're streaming at the same time.
Yeah.
Nothing going on my timeline. Let's see what's happening in the trends. The top one is Montreal. Tampa Bay Rays given permission to explore splitting stadium time with Montreal. That definitely can't be it. Tobin Health. Michelle, what's going on? It says Tobin Health. No, Tobin Heath. Never mind.
Oh boy.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't see anything happening on Twitter.
I mean, it's probably just the people that he's following because
probably
you tend to unfollow people who are drama mongers.
Yeah. Butthole gave $2 and said, "Name your next Pokemon Beehole. Yo, go sit gang gang."
Okay, will do. It's gonna be a while before I have another Pokemon though, but I'll remember that.
Digi, do you have a suggested method to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion for someone who's never seen anything about it? Watch it in release order. That should always be the answer in all cases of all shows. Watch it in release order. You watch the original TV show called Neon Genesis Evangelion. Then you watch the movie that's called End of Evangelion. And then if you feel like it, you watch the the movies that are called Rebuild of Evangelion. The guide is right there in the titles. I think I made a video about this once. Maybe I should do another one. It'll literally be just like 12 seconds long of me explaining exactly that.
Wait, kill it. Yes.
When will you and Nate make the Learning Japanese Every Week podcast? You both
Nate or
wanna
Pete
learn
grew
it,
to
right?
level 4.
I don't know. Maybe it'll happen now that Nate's leaving his job. I'm sure he'll have a lot more time for weird shit. Probably not immediately, but... You know, a lot of things will depend on where Nate decides to move. If he decides that he wants to come down to Virginia Beach, there's all kinds of shows that he and I could do together. Because it would be as easy as just getting in the same room. I mean, there's a big old townhouse and apartment complex right behind my house. He can move
$1,000 a month.
Be a 3-minute walk away, you know? Just bring, yo, Nate, let's record this shit, biatch. And he hops on his boosted board and fucking probably 1 minute on boosted board, you know?
Yeah.
Pop this green screen up behind us, throw some kanji on there.
Be beautiful. Be so beautiful.
Yep. Oh, Bluta-chan says, I'm disgusted by the lack of Ray love here. I love Ray.
I love Ray too.
Zen Huxtable says, all the suggested videos are for kids' toys. Y'all about to get the good ads. Like, is that just because it's Pokemon,
Yeah,
think?
probably.
Do I have any tags for this stream? Can you tag a stream?
I think you can.
What is your actual favorite video game? I have a video about my favorite video games on the I Am Games channel. Me and Tom did a long-ass podcast about our favorite games. My favorite is probably Dark Souls 3. What's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game are those dress-up doll games that were on Rowie World, the Korean ones. Yeah, those are my favorite video games.
Yeah, you like that more than Booty Calls?
Oh, fuck! Oh, there's Honey Pop too. Honey Pop 2, which hasn't even come out yet. And has a trans character, and it has a prostitute, and it's great. It's basically my Twitter feed. There's also like a Muslim character. I'm excited. There's a fairy. Fuck yeah. The art in Booty Call, and not Booty Calls, but in Honey Pop is grotesque in all the right ways.
I recently dove into Hidamari Sketch after delaying it for 8 years, and I'm having such a good time. Great. We are gonna watch it eventually. You told me that you had deliberately not watched it because you had heard me always talking about how I wanted to watch it with my girlfriend one day.
I was like, well, this might be me one day, so I'm sure I would enjoy it more with you.
Digi, are you gonna watch the Netflix dub of Ava? Hell no. What are your thoughts on Gurren Lagann post time skip? Because I'm an episode in and I'm not feeling it as much. It's better. Stick it out. It's where all the thematic resonance of the show is. I am not going to Vegas for Road Rage. We are going to be in Oklahoma at a family reunion on the same day.
Unfortunate.
The last good anime was in 2006. It was called The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya Fight Me. I mean, I could easily name like 25 shows that are better than Haruhi that have come out since then. Well, maybe not that many that are better, but a lot that are better.
Yeah.
Butthole Weeb says, Beehole Weeb for the next Ghibli cast, The Legend. No.
Oh yeah, Whisper of the Heart is playing on July 1st and 2nd. We're gonna go see it.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna have Rebecca Sugar. She's gonna do
some kind of commentary or something?
There's no potions here. What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean there's no potions?
Escape Tastes 93 says, wait, who was the starter and why are they already dead? Too much spilled tea is why they're dead.
I spilled the tea. Poor Charmander.
Will I ever do more videos where I analyze individual episodes of Ava? Those were the videos that made me fall in love with your channel. I think a lot of people fell in love with my channel from those videos, and maybe. It depends. I mean, at the time, I just didn't have anything to say about the other episodes, like, the way I did about those first 9. Like, I think that a lot of shows in general, as they start to get rolling with the plot, they become more sort of direct. Like, it's more clear what the intent is, and it's less something you have to really... Like, you know, a lot of first episodes of shows are subtly hinting at what their themes are going to be later, while introducing you to the characters in a more straightforward way. And those are the episodes that when you finish the show and you go back, you realize something different about. Whereas the later episodes that are revealing things pretty much feel the same when you watch them again. And that's kind of how I felt when I rewatched Ava, though we then rewatched it again, you and I felt better about the show on that rewatch than I had on the one back in 2015 when I was doing those videos. So, I don't know. It all just depends on how long I spend thinking about the show and coming up with new ideas. Like, I think that a lot of people approach making videos in a way, and I understand this because I have done it at times, where you approach it more systematically. You think, like, I'm going to make a video about each episode of Evangelion. That wasn't how I did it. I just started rewatching Evangelion and made a video each time I had an idea. So, like, I watched the first episode and I thought, ooh, there's a lot of great cuts in this episode, I'm gonna do it. And then I watched episode 2 and I went, oh, I want to talk about the structure. And I basically did that for the first 9 and then watched the rest of the show and did not have any ideas, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, whether or not I have an idea is why I would make a video about it. Like, if you watched, if you were there at the time that those were coming out, it was not like they were coming out consistently. It was like, months between some of those videos. How are you feeling? How's it going?
I'm just grinding away. I'm trying to evolve my my Nader P into a Nader Pod before I take on the Bug Forest. There's some potions in there. I don't think I have any potions left.
I have not heard of the band Black Midi.
Oh, I do have 2 potions. Okay.
Have you played Nekopara? We have not.
Is that visual novel with the cat girls?
Yeah, it looks pretty stupid. Camille 118 says, I don't like the designs for Honey Pop 2. I thought one looked a lot better.
Oh yeah, that's the point. It looks awful. There's also the Honey Pop Studios of like the more chibi art. Have you seen that one?
I have not.
They're pretty cute. It's not very anime style though.
Apparently Dick is taking calls on his fucking stream.
Are you gonna call in?
No. I have nothing to call in about, or else I would just call into the actual show.
Right. That's exciting. I feel like we're missing out.
I've never caught one of his streams before.
I wonder what he does on a stream. Like, does he just fucking be an asshole?
I have no idea. Digi, any tips for writing a story with an ensemble of characters? I mean... do good. I don't know. Like, I feel like...
Try to have a reason for the other characters to have a place in the story, like...
I can't, like, it's hard for me to give advice on, like, writing. I think of it, like, it's easy to take a look at someone who has stated goals, and if they ask you, like, what is the difference between what I have accomplished and what my goals were, and you can break that down. Or you can break down what you do or don't like about something, but just, like, how should I approach writing this? It's like, well, any approach could theoretically work. It's just a matter of, you know, figuring it out. I don't think there's any real specific advice I could give for that.
I am currently reading The Stand by Stephen King, and it's an ensemble character perspective story about a bunch of people who survive the super flu and are trying to rebuild society after an apocalypse. And I really like that, like, when King goes into each character and, like, when he's writing from their perspectives, all the characters feel very grounded and, like, realistic, and the way they are thinking makes sense for who they are. And I haven't really seen, like, anything come close to that. Because, like, it's, you know, it's not like a literary masterpiece. It's a Stephen King book. It's like a quick read, but
well, quick if you can plow through like 1,200 fucking pages.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're curious about examples of like really strong character writing for ensembles cast, I would suggest reading that. Because like I remember reading the Warrior Cat books growing up, and a lot of like the later series are all ensemble cast, but the characters all think and feel the same, and I guess that makes sense because they're all just cats. But at a certain point, it's like, what's the point of having all these different perspectives if, like, they're not interesting at all?
Yeah.
Some people, like, really liked certain characters, and I guess I could, like, understand that, but...
Boogie Pop is a multi-perspective ensemble book.
Yeah, it's true.
It does a pretty okay job of different characters, but I wouldn't say that there's like a huge difference between the narrators. Like,
yeah.
You can still hear the author's voice in all of it. Partisaro says, Digi, I named a weed plant after you. I will send you pics of it once it's big and strong.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Amazing. That's beautiful.
May, what do you think about Sword and Shield?
Hashtag bring back the national decks. I like the sheep Pokemon. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to be too, like, harsh on it. Like, I'm excited for it to come out, but I haven't really seen anything, like, I'm just excited because it's Pokemon.
Somebody said there was sound lag in the game. I'm gonna see if I can fix that with one quick, easy
I really
fix.
like
and if not, then I don't know
the Pokemon gym leader, the water one. What is her name? The black one.
I have no idea.
She's great.
Let me know if that fixed it. People.
Yeah, I'm curious to see more. I don't really give a shit about Dynamaxing, and it's disappointing that that they can't, you know, put the rest of the Pokemon in the game, that there's not going to be national Dex compatibility. And it seems to look like Game Freak is stepping away from the national Dex for the future, so I really hope that they, you know, that's not the case, or they, you know, they take some steps to have the other Pokemon in it, because that's the appeal of Pokemon, is the Pokemon. Just want more information.
Turquoise says, thanks for your vids on Lane, bro. Really helped explain things for me. No problem, man. I'm glad people are actually going back and watching my old videos. Also, thoughts on Igor by Tyler if you listen to it. I think it's pretty neat. I think it's an interesting album. I have not listened to it a lot. Generally with Tyler's albums, he's a sad boy, and like the longer you go into his albums, it tends oh god, it tends to reach a point where it's like every fucking song is just sad boy songs, and I don't know, I guess I'm not in a sad enough mood. Oh my god, you're gonna fucking lose everything.
I have a potion, and I also could run away. I just like didn't really want to waste a potion,
but like Wolf, for instance, a lot of cool bangers, fun songs early on. You get to the back half of the album, non-stop sad boy shit. Flower Boy, some songs I really like, but a lot of it is just like kind of depressing and moody. And it's like with Flower Boy, I really wanted it to be an album I could just throw on and have on in the background because it has that kind of vibe, but it was just too sad. So with Igor, I feel like that is finally the album I can kind of throw on in the background and vibe to and not get overly sad, though the last couple songs are still some real sad boy shit. You know, not that I'm saying it's a bad thing, it's just not necessarily my mood. May make Digi read books. She's making me read manga.
He doesn't really have that much time. Like, I don't think he would get the same things out of it that I get. And like, I don't read I think the best things for him to read would be more nonfiction pieces and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if you wanted to improve your analytical take and just have more knowledge, you definitely should read more. But I mean, it's fucking boring and it's a lot of work.
Well, then it won't help me at all.
It's like, if you want to read for fun, like, I just think there's more important things you should be doing. So I don't know, I can't really...
Thoughts on Catcher in the Rye? It's good. I like it a lot. It's,
Holden Caulfield.
Holden Caulfield. Oh god.
When was the last time you read The Catcher in the Rye? For me, it's been like...
I read it once in
high
like
school.
2011. I was like post-college when I read it.
Oh, I read it like when I was a sophomore in high school, so I just remember it being like, oh, he fucking... I don't really remember that much that happens in it.
I mean,
you're all a bunch of phonies.
I related perfectly to the main character on every conceivable level. That's not a surprise.
Yeah.
I guess, like, Catcher in the Rye was clearly a big influence on light novels. And there's a bit in the back of one of the Faust magazines I have where, like, they're all talking about Catcher in the Rye and stuff. And, like, so I feel like when I read it, it was not a surprise to me because it was so similar to the shit I had already been reading, you know? I was just like, oh yeah, this is like a light novel, basically. Are you guys gonna rate those designs on a stream too for Gen 8? I didn't think about streaming it, but we definitely will rate the design.
Yes. It will be a while before they are all announced.
I mean, probably not until the game's out, right? Like, they don't usually announce every Pokemon.
I mean, they usually get leaked before the game comes out at the very least, but you're not gonna be looking until like November until all the information's out about the Pokemon's designs.
Well, Rustage says, oh, Digi, I remember when we did that Brony quiz together back in the day, like 6 years ago. I was Pipsqueak then, and now we are both anime YouTubers. Amazing. I didn't even know. Cool, man. Yeah, I remember that shit. There was this guy, like, back in the Brony days, you know, everybody was always trying to collab with everybody else, and most of the bigger people were not really, like, down to do collabs with smaller people.
Yeah.
But I was. And there was this guy who just decided he wanted to do a Brony quiz show. And he had, like, me, Forest Rain, this Pipsqueak guy. Forest Rain was, like, a somewhat popular musician. And, like, a few other people who were fairly random. Like, I think they were all YouTubers, but most of them were way smaller. Like, I think me and Forest Rain were the only ones, like, a significant following.
That's funny.
And it was, like, a 3-round, like, there was, like, 3 different episodes of... like, you know, each time somebody would get eliminated, and then, you know, you have to continue to the next round. I don't remember who won. I don't remember if I won. I feel like I might have won, but I don't remember. Maybe you remember.
Are you good at trivia?
I mean, I just knew everything about My Little Pony at the time, because I'd been analyzing it. Like, everything was fresh in my mind, you know?
How much is there to know? Like, how deep does the lore go?
Not that deep. I mean, I don't know. It was more like, you know, asking specific questions about episodes kind of thing. Like, oh, what did Luna say to fucking the turtle in episode 17? And it's like, oh, well, I just analyzed that episode. I can do this. Gaga Gabriel says, I am a longtime fan from Europe that only watches your videos and avoids commenting. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thanks, broski.
May, do you have any Pokemon from Gen 3 you've brought all the way through Sun and Moon? No.
No. I never beat the Gen 3 games. But I do have Pokemon from, Platinum that I had transferred to Pokemon Moon. So, I have Gen 4 Pokemon there.
Shit, the fuck? I really hate how YouTube chat will always just, like, send you to the bottom if you scroll down a certain distance.
I mean, because that's where the party is at.
Yeah, but I'm trying to fucking read through all the stuff. This guy said, in other Pokemon games, locations seem random and retarded, but in this one you get access to a Pokemon when that Pokemon becomes useful and encourages you to catch more. I made a whole video about this. If you sort my videos from oldest to newest, it'll be like the second video. It's called Analyzing Pokemon Red by way of Pokemon Y. And the idea of it was that in the lead up to Pokemon Y, I'd been playing Fire Red, trying to catch every Pokemon. And what I realized is that the game is designed around the idea that you will try to catch every Pokemon. Like, it all makes perfect sense and flows really well around that idea that you will be trading stuff out all the time and getting new stuff. You'll always have just enough, and they'll evolve just before you get to the next area to get new ones, you know? Mm-hmm. So none of the other games are probably designed as well around that, although I think Black and White might be, because I was trying to do that in my series on Black and White.
Yeah, I think that's what the philosophy behind Black and White was, right. Why they completely brought it.
But like in Pokemon Y, it is a fucking nightmare, and I did it, but it was not good. That was actually before the Catcher in the Rye thing. I don't know how I end up going in such random directions.
It's really funny.
Since you're back in Virginia, would you consider doing a Mario Party or some other 4-player madness for Vic and Hope? Maybe.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we definitely are. At least.
I mean, I think the only reason we haven't done more stuff with them is that they are busy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they stay busy. Hope's working as, like, a ectocardiologist. And Victor is constantly doing, like, fucking tutorial videos. Or what are they called? Safety videos. Workplace safety videos. Which is so funny, but like it makes sense because if you've ever seen them, it's like it really does feel like a training ground for filmmakers because like they always put like some weird twist on it, but it's just like, what can you do? It's safety training. Waka Shiribi says, anyway, I'm sort of glad they got the atomic bomb invented. If there's ever another war, I'm going to sit right the hell on top of it. I'll volunteer for it. I swear to God I will. I don't think they are looking for volunteers to sit on the atomic bomb.
What do you mean another war? We're already in like several wars.
Yeah.
Do you mean another world war? Like...
Yes. Well, Gibbons in the chat talking to people, and somebody said, everyone here go to Hippo's Twitter to support his Pump Plush Kickstarter. Indeed. Hippo's doing a Kickstarter.
When does the Kickstarter end?
At the end of the month, I think.
Oh, fuck.
And it's not even at halfway so far, so hopefully.
Yo, give him money. I want one.
It's got about 2,000 raised out of the 6,000 needed, so. What are the plot holes of Terror and Resonance? I have never watched it and have no plans to. I have a video about it that's unlisted, but it's in my every YouTube video featuring Digibro playlist. So just scroll through that for an hour and a half.
Oh, God.
And we'll get there eventually.
That's a nightmare.
Oh, apparently the atomic bomb quote is from Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I do want to reread it. 'Cause it's bad. Like, I just remember, like, you know,
I don't remember
breezing through it for school and not really caring that much about it.
I read it on the internet in one sitting.
Yeah, I read it in like one sitting too because I had to finish reading it for school and like I hadn't been keeping up with the daily readings because they make you read books so slow. It's like read 2 chapters by Wednesday and it's like.
Topher has opinion says, can I just send you $15 directly for a single rant without subscribing on Patreon? I mean, you could just become a $15 patron, leave a rant suggestion in the thread, and then unsubscribe from Patreon if you really wanted to. That would be the easiest way just because it would be... Because, like, I have a thread where it's like, submit your rant topics to this thread, and I just read through the thread. Sometimes people do send it via email and stuff. I sometimes forget. But, I mean, you could just send me $15 on PayPal, paypal.me/digibro. Maybe in the email it sends... Put your rant suggestion, I guess, if that's easier for you. What do you want to rant about?
Alright, I think my team is finally capable to go into the bug forest. So we're doing it. We're progressing.
What the F is Catcher in the Rye? It's one of the most famous books ever written. That would be what it is.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Michelle.
Do you think that this problem of not being able to structure Pokemon around catching them all is the motivation behind no National Dex and Sword and Shield?
No.
I doubt it.
No.
I think it's just that, okay, I guess this PCP isn't out yet, but in the new PCP, Tom gives a really good explanation about why it's so difficult to make 3D models or animate them of all the Pokemon, because each one has a completely different body structure.
Yeah, but they already have the base of the models from the other games. Like in Pokemon Let's Go, they just use the Pokemon from Sun and Moon.
Right, but I think it's possible that... I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're building new models for this new game or if they're just using
Not
the
from
old
the
ones.
trailers.
No?
There's been no indication that there's going to be any new models except for the new Pokemon.
Well, I think that the likely answer is that it's an expensive thing to implement and that not enough people use it to justify it. Like, that's the best explanation that I think makes the most sense. Tom also goes into about how, like, you know, the Pokemon games make so little of a percentage of the money that Pokemon makes, and they are such a, like, minor part of the franchise, and the team is really small and, like,
it's Game
not
Freak's,
that
like,
well funded.
B team that makes the Pokemon games.
Yeah. Why do we have to pay $15 so we can give you a video suggestion on a half-assed video? A video suggestion on a half-assed video? What do you mean?
If you don't think it's worth it, you don't have to give
Well,
money.
I don't
It's
understand
not for you.
the diction of this sentence. Why do we have to pay $15 so we can give you a video suggestion on a half-assed video? Is he saying so that we can suggest a video idea for you to make a half-assed video about? Because you want it? It's literally... You don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
you literally don't have to.
It's literally just a reward for if you want to support him.
Yeah, it's if you feel like giving me $15 a month, this is something that would be nice to have, I guess, for some people. If you are tired of waiting around for me to talk about something that you wanted to hear me talk about, basically. They really should just come out with some sort of game that they can increment with new regions and mods over like 10 years or something, similar to how it MMO works.
that would be
That's
the right thing to do.
Idea.
There's been tons of like online Pokemon MMOs.
I mean, the thing is that like it's a Nintendo exclusive, and Nintendo makes new consoles all the time, and Pokemon's a big console pusher. So like, you know, they're not gonna ever release it for PC. I think this is what I would hope, and what I think is, I don't know, like, I think that they're always going to be trying to come up with new consoles. They're not going to do anything for PC,
but their biggest selling thing is an app game.
Yeah, it's true. Like, they're all the different major companies are always trying to make new consoles. I kind of feel like there should be a plateau where... like, it should be, okay, we're not going to make another console because this one is good enough, and we'll just keep using this one. And I don't know if that time will ever come, but, like, the Switch conceptually is at that point, where I feel like it's reached the height of the idea for a console. It's just not as powerful as it could be. So, like, there will definitely have to be iteration on it as the technology arrives to make that thing, like, that same idea, but better.
Peekaboo.
But, like...
He's so cute.
You know, imagine if there was a Switch that was powerful enough that it just didn't need to be upgraded from that point. Then I would think that kind of Pokemon game would be perfect. I probably am talking about a dream.
A pipe dream.
So is Pokemon Switch now two $60 games? Yes, and the Switch is a $300 console, so good luck. Oh, God.
They got our balls. They got us by our balls.
My favorite handheld is my modded PSP. It plays GBA very well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You can do that on the DS, too.
My favorite handheld is my phone. I can emulate PSP and Game Boy Advance and PlayStation.
Thanks to the 8 hours manga review, I now read a lot of manga. Recently, Tokyo Akazukin, and I liked it so much. Have you ever done a video about it? I have not. I wrote a blog post about it back in 2008 when I read it. Basically just saying, what the fuck did I just read? Wow! I feel like I'm definitely going to hell. I love Tokyo Akazukin, though. It is hashtag my aesthetic. When I first started making music, I was doing it under the name Mr. Wolf, and all of the iconography was from Tokyo Akazukin, but that did not last long. Face reaction to Technolize ending? Do you want me to make a facial expression that would be, I guess it would be like...
Well, he wants you to do a whole reaction that is with your face of the whole episode, but
do I look despondent and dead and nihilistically broken?
You also look like your shirt is a fluorescent sign.
That's how I feel at the end of Technolize.
It's beautiful.
Technolize is a show that you should only watch if you actually want to suffer. That's the context of, like, I'd seen the show once before and it was suffering. And then I watched it again after having a bad night at Denny's and feeling really shitty. It was
something we can all relate to.
It was me and my friends had gone to Denny's, and I think I told the story before about the racist Denny's guy.
Yeah, please tell it again. Please tell it again.
Okay, so the idea is that me, Brandon Tolentino, Josh Cruz, there might have been a fourth person, but I remember the two of them were there. We all went to Denny's late at night, probably like 1 o'clock in the morning or so, right? And as we were going there, because, like, okay, we used to go to IHOP late at night all the time. That was like our hangout spot, but they closed down the 24-hour IHOP and they built a new one that was only 24 hours on weekends. So it was a weekday, so we went to Denny's, and as we're going there, Tolentino's talking about how Denny's is racist because he had been doing a report on them, like, for a marketing class. He had to, like, make a marketing campaign for Denny's, and in his research he had found that they had just been, like, reported for racism a bunch of times. And I was like, how can a company be racist? That makes no sense, right? So we eat there. The food is awful as always. The service is awful as always. One of the, like, managers is like yelling at a fucking employee, like basically on the floor. So finally we're checking out, and the Brandon Tolentino is wearing a shirt of one of the house symbols from Game of Thrones, which is a flayed man, right? And the guy at the register is like, "Oh, is that Attack on Titan?" And he's like, "No."
No.
And then we're like, I'm trying to do the math on the receipt, and the guy, like, giggles, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "No, it's bad," or something like that. And I was like, and then he just says it. He says, "I was gonna say you should have him do the math because he's Asian." And we were all just like, well, I guess Denny's is racist. I guess the rumors were true.
You were right.
I guess it was completely true.
Oh my god.
And then the Denny's made me feel like shit. I was like, my stomach hurt, and I was fucking miserable, and I was in an existential downward spiral, and so I went, fuck it, I'm gonna watch all of Technolize right now. I think I had got, because I remember now, I loaned that show to Tolentino, maybe not long before this, and he had watched it like 4 times in the span of a week.
Amazing.
He was like, oh, it was awesome, I watched it 4 times. But yeah, I spent, like, literally from, like, 1 a.m. till, like, 8 in the morning just marathoning Technolize. Like, I'd been up a normal amount of time. It wasn't like I had woken up late. I just had decided that this was going to happen. I'm just going to force myself to stay up all night and watch Technolize, and it was grueling. I was in physical and mental pain. It was not an easy watch. And then I made a video about it called the physical, what is it? The physically painful nihilism of Technolize or something like that.
Incredible.
I once encountered a person who mistook Date A Live for One Piece. That's weird. I wear this Gintama shirt that often gets mistaken for a Bleach, because it kind of looks like it's supposed to be a Bleach parody. Yeah, people are, oh, nice Bleach shirt. And I'm like, no. Sometimes people know it's a Gintama.
I didn't realize that I had the wrong battle mode on, because you're set in shift. And if you have shift on it, it will ask you every single battle if you want to change your Pokemon, and that's not how you play the game. That's baby mode.
Is there a mirror of your Coheed and Cambria What Happened video up somewhere? Why did it get taken down? I've had several of my music videos taken down on different channels.
Why? Do you play the songs in them?
I do. But they got away safe before.
That's depressing.
I'll just have to fight the claim, and yeah, I'll put a mirror up somewhere, I guess. Thoughts on Just Fern calling you out? When did this happen?
Probably in her new videos, just like streaming now. Oh my god.
What happened? What did she call me out on?
Oh boy. That's not surprising.
It is surprising to me.
I'm not surprised. She's
No?
a fucking bitch.
Oh, well, that's not nice.
What do you mean?
You don't
she
know what kind of call out
out
it was yet. You don't even know what she said. Don't jump to conclusions.
I'm jumping the gun.
No, don't do that. I'd rather you not.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But I do want to know what was said. How did you end up getting to know Zen Huxtable to the point of tripping together anyways? Well, he makes cool videos and lives in Boston. I moved to Boston and I went, hey man, I'm in Boston, you're in Boston, let's hang out. And then we hung out a couple of times and it was good. He's cool. He seems to think I'm cool. So we tripped balls together.
A rare occurrence.
We like similar kinds of music, especially while on acid. Shout out to Zen Huxtable if he happens to be around.
He got better things to do.
He was in here earlier.
He was?
Yeah. We answered one of his things.
Incredible.
Has any other game series had as big of a difference between the best and worst games as the Souls series? Yes, Devil May Cry.
Ooh. Ooh.
Have you heard of / taken the Myers-Briggs type indicator? Yes, I have.
Yes, we're both the same.
I'm sure I've made multiple videos about it. I think mine changed though, because it was INFP and then I did it again and it was something different but similar.
I see.
Or something. Can we get Gay and Dead on Spotify? I mean, it's just a pain in the ass. That's why I haven't done it. You have to pay money.
Ew.
And I know I won't make any money off of having it there.
So, I'm pissed off at Wendy's.
Why does this guy have his name surrounded by gray and like a check mark next to it?
It means he's legit.
I guess so, but why?
Can't you be like certified?
I have no idea.
Like, can't you be like a certified YouTube account? Who is it? Is it a real boy?
Somebody says, I find it funny that you're upset over a racist employee when Jesse says racist things all the time. I mean, I say racist thing all the time. I'm not upset. It was just hilarious. I mean, it's like a matter of context. Like, that's a weird thing to say to somebody you don't know, you know? Like, to make a weird racist stereotypical joke.
And he knew that it was like wrong to say it.
He did it anyway.
He still was like, oh, I'm gonna do it anyways. Like, oh boy.
Thoughts on Max Landis' Pan film Bright? I did not watch it because it looked like shit. Also, it's kind of a stretch to call it his film. He just wrote the script. You know, I don't usually consider the screenwriter to be responsible for a movie. I already did my thoughts on Max Landis. Speaking of Coheed and Cambria, thoughts on the latest album? I did a rant about it, dog. It's fucking awful. It was by far their worst. It's even worse than The Color Before the Sun.
Oh boy. It ain't good. This ain't it, Chief.
Wait, do you not have a starter?
Dude, where have you been? You missed out on the best part of the episode. You missed out. I on purpose sacrificed him.
Ash Vampire says, I know you prefer the simplicity of streaming, but I can't understand the idea of not torrenting, simply for the fact that you can usually get higher quality and have the files for yourself.
I make him torrent if we're watching something together.
And it's like being really shit. And we know we're planning to watch the whole show.
Yeah.
But like, okay, first of all, you gotta find the torrent. Not always easy for a lot of older stuff.
That's true.
Second of all, you gotta have space for the torrent, which I have really bad file management. And third of all, it takes more than 1 second as opposed to 1 second. The audio isn't matching up with the gameplay and it's driving me crazy. We fixed that once before. Apparently, I'm gonna try to see if I can fix it again. I don't know why it's slowly desyncing or whatever.
Alright. I'm gonna try to beat the rival. I'm gonna fight the rival. I cleared out the bug tower, the bug forest.
What's the most inaccessible / experimental anime you have ever seen? I mean, those are really two different things. Like, I think that if it's truly inaccessible, it's probably just because it's bad. Like, anything that's good is accessible to people who like good things.
Ain't that true?
I don't know. You're just lazy? Isn't that literally what I just said? Did I not just argue that I was lazy? Can you see Dr. Stone becoming the next mainstream anime? Depends on how long it goes. I think if it becomes a long runner, it could happen. It is a shonen jump.
What was that one, like the Kimetsu no... The one with the zombie girl, the zombie little sister. How long is that running?
I have no idea.
Because I know all the shonen tards are talking about it. Alright. Godspeed. Arceus speed. Taking on Goop through. The final countdown.
Thoughts on thoughts? Too many in my head. I just got here. What happened to their starter?
It died. RIP.
Is this going to be recorded? Yes. Our plan is to edit this and make it into a video. So, probably May. We'll have to scrub through and try to cut out all the overly boring parts and add in a little graphic with the Pokemon up above our heads, probably. In that blue space that the chat was supposed to be in.
I gotta make little drawings of all of our Pokemon. And have them be in there. That'd be cool. Alright, let's get a couple scratches in on Bulbasaur before I change out. How much damage? Oh, nothing. Alright.
I was trying to find if that person had ever answered me about what Just Fur had called me out about, but I did not find it.
You're just gonna have to watch her video.
I don't know what video it's in.
I mean, there hasn't been a lot.
I have to watch them all?
I'm sure it was just like a pot shot. I have no idea though.
I want to know.
What happened there? Like...
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Oh boy. You like Afro Samurai? It's very underrated in my mind. The narrative is more insightful on a second viewing. I don't know. I've seen it. I thought it was just okay. Maybe there's more to it than I realized because it was like a decade ago.
I want to watch Afro Samurai. I tried to watch it, but didn't make it very far when I was a chitlin.
Why is Eureka 7 so underappreciated these days? Probably because the like follow-up seasons have all been garbage. Promare looks gaudy with too much color and CGI. I disagree. The color is what makes it look cool.
Yes, pretty colors, Digibro. Back at it again.
Thoughts on everyone asking for your thoughts on things? I mean, what else are you gonna ask me about?
Ask me about my wiener.
What is my purpose if not to tell people my thoughts on things?
Alright. I do want to talk about why I'm mad at Wendy's, because that was, you know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
I'm mad
about
at
that.
Wendy's, dog.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
You're about to sound totally unreasonable. I hope you're
No,
right.
I'm not. No, I'm not, dog. Okay, so we were going out to get lunch. I just worked out, so I'm like, yo, I want to get salad. So we try to go to Chick-fil-A. It's noon. The line is wrapped around the building. They have their own traffic conductor standing outside the parking lot directing traffic. So I'm like, fuck that. Let's go to Wendy's. It's right around the block. This Wendy's is notorious for getting our orders wrong the 2 times we've been there. But we decided to go there anyways, because it's Wendy's. It can't be that bad. They can't fuck it up that bad. Alright, so Wendy's has this thing going on where they have a whole bunch of lemonades, new lemonades. So they got like a pomegranate lemonade, they got like a raspberry and like a lime lemonade. On top of, they have strawberry lemonade and lemonade. And the lemonades are like, they have pieces of fruit in them. They're a little bit more expensive than a fountain drink, and they're pretty good. So I just order my usual. I don't really look at the menu, and I just like say I want a pink lemonade. So they give me
a pink lemonade.
A drink machine pink lemonade. But it's just like I didn't look at the like I should have just looked at the menu and said it like exactly what it was. But like in my mind, strawberry lemonade and a pink lemonade are the same thing.
Which they're not.
So I just assumed that if you order a lemonade from like Wendy's, which has like its own special lemonade, that they would give you like the lemonade that they're known for. But instead they gave me like the weird like drink machine pink lemonade, and I was like, why the fuck do they have 7 different lemonades? Why do they have 3 different pink lemonades? They have a raspberry lemonade, a pomegranate lemonade, and a pink lemonade.
And a strawberry lemonade.
That's what I said. Strawberry, pomegranate, and pink.
You said raspberry.
Did I say right? They have a whole bunch of lemonades that I would consider to be pink lemonade. If they didn't know what I meant, they should have just said something.
Well, they thought they did.
I got my drink, and I got the fucking the watered down sugar water that I don't want to drink. And I was just like, man, I just wanted a pink lemonade. And I was pissed off. I was pissed off that I didn't get my little fruit pieces in my lemonade. It was a bad day. They should simplify. They should not have 3 menu items that are pink lemonade. IMO. It's too complicated.
I mean, you've got a lemonade that is called pink lemonade.
If I wanted a fountain drink, I want the pink lemonade. I want fountain drink lemonade. If I want a lemonade...
No one says that. You go up and you...
No,
what kind of drink do you want? A Sprite. What kind of drink do you want? Pink lemonade. What kind of drink do you want?
Lemonade?
Strawberry lemonade. I get pink lemonade.
Soda. I only get pink lemonade if they don't have anything else. Like...
If I show up and I get a combo...
It's not good.
If I get a combo and they hand me a cup and I go over to the drink machine, I'm probably going to go, oh, pink lemonade. That's the best option here.
I don't know.
Because the pink lemonade is $1 cheaper than the strawberry lemonade.
Why do they have so many pink lemonade options?
They're not pink lemonade options. They're just all lemonades that happen to be pink.
They are pink because they are flavored with fruit. They have a fruit-like flavor. It's like a strawberry or a raspberry. I was just, I was very sad. I was like, all I wanted was a goddamn pink lemonade. I wanted the strawberry lemonade that they have on their menu, that they advertise. It's big on the menu. I don't want a fountain drink. I would have said I wanted a fountain drink. You know?
Pink lemonade is literally just lemonade with pink dye in it.
Disgusting. I wanted strawberry lemonade. Why do they have to make it so complicated?
I should have corrected you, because I knew what you wanted. and I said pink
It's my
lemonade
fault
anyway.
for not looking at the menu and not, like, because I realized, I was like, oh, I hope they don't give me, like, that. I hope they don't put that foul substance in my cup. You know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't get the strawberry lemonade, because the last time I got it, it wasn't, like, that good. But I was kind of sad that I didn't get it at all. I don't think it's unreasonable at all to, like, hey, maybe, you know, have a better indication of what drink it is. Like, if I order a lemonade, like, it should just be the lemonades they have. Don't bother to have fucking the pink lemonade from the machine. I don't want that. Nobody wants that.
I do.
It's like high C. They always have high C. It's like, who's getting high C at a fast food restaurant? It's just as bad for you as soda. If your parents think it's okay for you to drink high C, it's like...
Jell says, hey Digi, I love the song at the end of the new Whirling Dervish
SMH.
podcast. Was it something you released before, or did you whip it up for that episode? I released it just the day before, I think. It's on my SoundCloud. It's linked in the description of the Dervish podcast. Also, apparently what Fern had called me out on was my trap take in the latest Dervish episode, which I'm surprised that Fern is even listening to the Whirling Dervish.
Me too.
Unless she just did because I mentioned traps.
Probably.
I mean, I can't decide if I'm upset at being called out or just happy that Fern is still consuming my content. Because we have not talked in a long time, and I thought that she hated me.
Yeah,
well, maybe she does now.
That's what I just assumed that she hated you.
Well, it's hard to say on the internet.
I mean, the things that she said about you in the past have...
I didn't think she really said anything. Well, I don't know. In any case, I hope it's not that big a deal. But who knows?
I wonder if Pedro called you out for calling her out.
Pedro apparently hasn't said anything yet. It doesn't seem like it anyway. I mean, she might just not care. I don't know. I haven't looked at the comments in a few hours.
I'm sure word has gotten around to her.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's aware.
Digi, is Art So Fart So the new decompression chamber? I mean, it's pretty similar, except decompression was more about, like, a soothing, relaxing
yeah, it was supposed
atmosphere.
To be, like, chill.
And Art So Fart So's Whirling Dervish
hip-hop.
is screaming madness and anger. Digi looks like a whitewashed Hideaki Anno. Thank you. I based my whole aesthetic around him. What is a sub count on YouTube where you think a Patreon becomes viable? Really any sub count. I mean, it depends on how active your fans are, how much they care about you. Like, Jesse's got
or how much you care about your fans. Like, if you would rather have a more direct relationship.
I mean,
with
you could
people.
just you could have a career just having a Patreon.
You don't even
it's
have
just
to
a matter
have
of
a
getting
YouTube
people
account.
to know about it.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, did you ever kill a man? I don't know. Maybe my carbon footprint is large enough to account for one human life. You know, my energy consumption rate.
You don't think anybody has killed themselves because they had to watch one of your videos?
That's possible. Best beat on Veteran in your opinion, Digi? I mean, fucking Baby I'm Bleeding, it makes me go apeshit. I don't know if it's the beat as much as just the vocals, though. But I do love it. What do you think? What's your favorite beat?
Oh my god, I don't remember. I don't remember what all the songs are
I guess
called.
it would be the first song, North Calvert. That beat is fucking insane.
I only listened to the album, like, in a whole solid brick when you play it. I don't remember what the songs are called. Like, I don't have it downloaded. Natter P is evolving again. Oh my god, I can finally fight Brock.
Butthole Weave says, you two better get up to Indiana so I can buy you a beer.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why we would ever end up in Indiana, but if we are, I'll let you know.
I got family in Indiana.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. Got like a stray cousin.
A stray cousin.
Stray uncle.
JPEG Live is insane.
Oh my god.
He played in Boston not long after we moved there, but like it was sold out by the time I even went to look at the tickets. So,
oh my god, the tickets in Boston sell out so fast.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Look at I got a fucking.
Did you, bro? You need claps on the podcast, like on Twitter, so people understand what's being said. Didn't I do a bit about that?
Yeah.
About how everyone's reading comprehension is so bad that they need the claps.
They do.
Shout out to Indiana, says Vaporwave.
Shout out, my boy. Oh boy, I made it to Pewter City. Oh boy, it has been a sweaty journey.
Yeah, we're fucking sweating bullets up in this bitch.
I could do it though.
Did Utena's repetitiveness bug you? Not really. I mean, I enjoyed those, like I love the song Zettai Unmei Mokushiroku, so I'm kind of excited to hear it each time, you know? So, I don't know, it might have bothered me more on my first viewing from, like, 12 years ago, but I knew it was coming.
It's
so.
really funny because I watch Precure, so, like,
yeah.
It is nothing. Like, when I think about repetitive shows, like, that is not one that is on my list. Oh, boy.
Thoughts on Dasani water?
Fuck Coca-Cola.
Good answer.
Poland Springs, my man. Still the best tasting water.
Destiny's channel died not long after debating you, and he had that spoilers breakdown. Coincidence? I haven't heard about that. Is it, like, what channel? His Twitch or his YouTube?
Oh boy. What a mess.
Also, what is his spoilers breakdown? That guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Favorite Smash Melee player? Hugs, because he's fucking hilarious, and he makes great YouTube videos, and he plays Samus, who is also my main.
Good choice.
Why did you drop Yotsuba? Because at the time, there was not, like, any more of it available to me. So I probably marked it as dropped, like, in 2007 or something. Are you working on a best anime of the decade list? I would like to work on one. There's a lot of shit I'd have to watch by the end of the decade. May, does Digi smell bad?
You got some bad morning breath. Some real bad morning breath. Not that I am one to talk, but that's about it.
Stumblereel, who sent that that comic anthology, asks how I feel about it. I have not read it yet, but it does look dank. Thank you for sending that. Alright, I think I've pretty much read the whole back catalog, so I can actually stay up to date with the chat.
Wow. Ensuing comments about Pink Lemonade.
No, that was way back. Was there a girl in love with her brother in Utena, or did I dream it? No, that definitely happened. There's multiple girls in love with their brothers in Utena.
It happens to be a theme in Ikuhara's work.
Yeah. Have you ever liked an OST as part of a show but grown to hate it when trying to work with it as an underscore for a video? This happened to me when I was making my Maho Shoujo site vid. I don't know if I would hate it for that reason, but there's definitely a lot of OST that I thought would be good background music, and then you put it in and you're like, oh, it's not that good. Favorite Eureka 7 character? I don't know. I'd have to rewatch the show.
It's the girl with the tits.
Win more tier lists? I have to look through what's there. I mean, now that I'm posting everything on the main channel, I'm gonna be a little bit more strict about what I think is, like, worthy. So, like, I still would probably do tier lists, but it would have to be, like, a curated list of tier lists of things that I have interesting things to say about, you know?
Hi.
And it's not something I would do, like, post a whole fucking bunch of them. I heard lots of people say Digi looks like Mango, and I don't really see it. You gotta look at me with the long hair.
More like Mango looks like.
Can you turn the game audio up so I can't hear my parents fighting?
Relatable.
Ooh, favorite Final Fantasy. Mine is 10 currently. I played it through like a year and a half ago, and I really, really loved it. previously it had been 9, and I started up 9 last year. I ended up not playing much of it because I discovered the card game element, and then I tried to get really into that, only to realize that it's like way more ridiculous than I had realized. And then I kind of lost interest because I had spent too much time on it. Like, I think I even had restarted my game so that I could have better odds at it, because I hadn't really discovered it till I was like a decent ways in. And also just like, I felt like the characters in that game are a lot younger, or they deal with like younger person issues than the ones in Final Fantasy X that I didn't think were as sort of deep and interesting. You know, looking at the Final Fantasies from a distance, I feel like 7 and 12 are the ones that have the highest odds of me getting into them, and I have started 12. I bought it on the Switch. I'm gonna give it a shot. But currently 10's my favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite is 6. It is the best. Best mechanics, best looking 2D one. I mean, I do like the way the 3D ones look, but like, I just think that, I don't know, there's something just appealing about like the music in it and just like the characters. I haven't played it in a while, but like, it's my favorite. It's definitely better than the first 3 that I have played recently.
Promare, U.S.'s new movie, and Fire Force are all firefighter anime coming out at once. Is firefighting a new trend in Japan? Who the hell knows?
You gotta get all those sick Fujo dollars. They're catching on. They realize that like Western women love firefighters.
Have you played Majora's Mask? You talk a lot about other Zelda, but I haven't heard you say anything about MM. I haven't yet. I have played like just Clock Town multiple times, and I was going to play it around towards the back end of doing GameCube videos in the old house, but I did not end up doing so. I played like a bit, and I was having a good time, but I stopped before I got to like the first temple reach, so it's still on the list of things to do.
Same though. As a kid, I've tried to play it multiple times, and it was too hard for me. I even had the strategy guidebook, and it did not help. It did not help at all.
Discount Picasso keeps asking what happened to the diss tracks you and Nino were going to make. I don't even remember. I mean, basically that became the whole anime Anituber rap cipher thing.
Oh god. Oh god.
I did not end up doing one this year because I was like in the middle of moving.
Oh, there was a new one?
I don't even know if like it caught on. Like Nino had decided to do it early, and he did it like really early in the year, and I don't even know if like people did it.
Wait, I think I do remember it, but like
I also
thought the beat was like
again.
Yeah, like
because he keeps trying to use these like really shitty like YouTube rips of Aesop Rock beats, and it's like, bruh, throw on the fucking Earl Sweatshirt Whoa beat for the next one. That's what I want. That's what I was gonna do anyway. I also don't know if I can top last year. Like, I feel like my rap from last year was really underappreciated because I felt like I tried to make it the ultimate one. It was like I name dropped all the most powerful villains in anime. Like, where do I go from there? How do I beat fucking bastard love child of Demon Bane and Lambda Delta wrapped up in the pelt of Arceus, and I exist across 10 dimensions? Like, I can't beat that. That is the most powerful you could be.
Oh god, I was in that video.
Sliding on a tentacle, rub you like school days.
Oh boy.
Opinions on Koto-cha? It's good.
We have a poster of her in our house, and I stare at her often, along with all of the other anime posters you have. Oh my god, it's 5:30 almost.
Is any of your other music similar to the song at the end of Whirling Dervish? Not really, but I mean, I have a lot of different shit. Like, all my albums are pretty different from each other. Maybe, like, some of the stuff on Gay and Dead might be pretty similar to that. I don't know. none of it's like that exact mood, but structure. I also don't have any other like of those spoken word bits.
Okay.
That was the first time I did that. What are your thoughts on some rap songs? I have not been able to really get into it. It's pretty difficult. Do I have a favorite Aesop Rock album? The Uncluded. Hokey Fright. Last episode of Sarah's On My is out today. Do you plan on doing Finish or Fail this season? Maybe. We have been watching Maru Penguin Drum. We're halfway in, and both of us are kind of like... The last 4 episodes have kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Let us know, like, what's the deal with Penguin Drum? Is it a good show? Like, does it get better as it goes? Is it worth finishing Maru Penguin Drum?
Are you a hippo?
Does Ikuhara's writing actually good in any of the shows that he wrote himself? 'Cause like, I had seen like 4 or 5 episodes of Penguin Drum before, back when it aired, and I dropped it. But like, it wasn't like a violent drop. It was like a, I'll get to this once it's over.
I don't know if this is worth it to watch seasonally.
And then when Yuri Kuma came out, I similarly watched the first 4, and like, I was still interested in completing it on the basis that it's a weird, crazy Ikuhara show. But it's similar in that it's like, it's pretty repetitive, and it feels like there's like a mystery in the background that you're just not learning that much about, and it's kind of frustrating. And I don't know if Sarazanmai is the same way, but like, it's like...
Hey chat, am I remembering correctly? Do Nidoran male and Nidoran female learn double kick at level 14?
Did you beat Brock?
No, I'm grinding for Brock right now.
I assume we probably would have already beaten Brock if we still had Squirtle.
Oh yeah, I mean I had to grind for quite a while, and I apologize, but hard mode it is.
Have you heard about Elden Ring? It's the next FromSoft game, and George R.R. Martin is a consultant for it. Do you think that's a good match? Could be. I mean, I don't know what they're consulting him about in particular, but why not?
It has made me... I'm curious about it. I'm not gonna say I'm excited for it, but like, it makes my ears perk up a little bit.
This guy says, yes, I also couldn't get into Penguin Drum. This guy says Penguin Drum never picks up. I'm surprised you made it halfway through. It got pretty boring. Yuri Kuma Arashi is the best one. I don't get the appeal of Penguin Drum. So far nobody who likes Penguin Drum. A few people who like Yuri Kuma,
the appeal is
though.
Incest.
I guess.
Just like the appeal of most Ikuhara. I don't know if that's true or not.
How far did you get in the first Nuzlocke? We just played up through Brock, I think. Like, the idea was that was like a good stopping point. I think. If we even made it that far. We only did 1 episode and then the file didn't save correctly or something.
What a sad day. Oh my god, I keep missing. I'm gonna have to run.
I thought Penguin Drum ended pretty strongly. Definitely a bit all over the place in the middle, but it comes together decently well.
Let me know if anybody has said whether or not Nidoran learns double kick, because I asked that. And I'm curious and don't want to look it up. Oh boy, walking into shit like I'm drunk. Oh, a nice cold beer would be perfect. Ah.
What do you think of that one mecha anime going on Netflix tomorrow? I assume that's Ava.
Good joke. Funny joke.
Funny joke. I am fucking hot and tired.
Well, we're not stopping until we beat Brock, so
Okay.
be more interesting. Be more interesting.
I don't know what to talk about. The chat's not asking me anything. Isn't the appeal of Penguin Drum the mystery of what's going on behind the scenes? How can that be the an appeal? I don't understand why anybody is interested in mysteries. Like, wow, I don't know what's happening or what's going on. I sure hope the show will answer that question for me that it could have just opened with, and therefore I'd be able to think about something and be interested in something happening as opposed to wondering what the fuck's going on for episode after episode after episode. Sarazanmai has reveals in every episode. That's good. That's what I want to hear.
Sarazanmai just looks like a better Penguin Drum.
The first episode was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Just a lot of the imagery I think is like done better in
Sarazanmai is even more like Yuri Kuma is more similar to Sarazanmai than to Maru Penguin Drum.
I'd believe that. That makes me not want to watch it though.
What, Yuri Kuma?
Yeah, like okay,
well,
it has lesbians, so I guess that's good, but like
it's got a lot of naked girls. Yo, does May you say that when you liked Boogie Pop? Boogie Pop's not a mystery.
There's a difference between thrillers and mystery.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I don't think a lot of people know what the difference is.
I would definitely consider Boogie Pop a psychological thriller slash like slice of life.
Yeah.
Like most of it, not really much is going on. You know, it's mostly just about characters, like just kind of getting into the heads of its characters.
Best anime mystery is Detective Conan. Fuck Erased. Has anybody read the new manga by the guy who wrote Erased? Because it looks like shit.
Yeah, let us know about it. Kyle says, watched your video on Zankyo no Terror and you got me so interested in it that I turned it off and put it on my list. Before I got to it, I saw you say in another video you thought it goes downhill. Still worth? No. The first episode is the only really good episode, unfortunately. Thoughts on Dororo? We haven't watched it because it's not over! He says, I feel like the Mappa effect is kicking in and I'm unhappy. Well, it tends to. Digi, is there a fun story about how you decided on the name Digi Bro? I mean, basically it's just a shortened version of 21st Century Digital Boy.
Confusion. Finally. Okay, I'm just gonna take the boss on because I feel like I can.
I was Digital Boy for a few years, and then I decided that Boy was too young for me because I was like 20. And I wanted it to be something less childish, but not like man, because that seemed weird. So I was like, what about, like, some people had called me Digi Bro before as a joke, like a couple of times, like when I did something good, they'd be like, oh, you're Digi Bro, you know? And so that was what I went with.
Okay, chat, because Digi doesn't care. I would like advice. Should I level up Nidoran female to level 14? So I can have the safety net of having double kick, which is super effective against Brock's team. I don't know how long it will take because
what level are you at?
I'm level 12, and it took Butterfree a fucking eternity level up to 12 to get Confusion, which isn't super effective. Should I just level up?
I would go for the double kick.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't Brock's Onyx like level 12 too?
Level 14, I think.
Oh fuck yeah, dude, level up.
But I don't know for sure if Nidoran learns it at level 14. That's why I was asking.
The fuck.
So
tell me that Nidoran learns double kick at level 43.
That's in yellow. In yellow, it learns it way later, but I know it learns it earlier in red and blue. Because they put Nidoran male and female in the earlier in the game because they had double kick. But maybe it was in yellow that it learns it earlier.
Is the Boogie Pop anime good?
Oh fuck, it might be in yellow.
I made a bunch of videos about how it sucks on the After Dark channel.
Maybe they changed it in yellow because Pikachu is weak against. I feel like I'm wasting. I don't know. Oh no. I think he's right. I think I'm just gonna, you know. I think that's in Pokemon Yellow.
You got to level 13 like instantly.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'm pretty sure that he learns it way later.
Why not just get to 14 anyway, just to see? I mean, I can look it up for you if you want. Audio of the game is desynced again. Let me try to fix it. I think this has been working.
I would appreciate it if you looked it up.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that...
it says red and blue is 43,
yeah,
yellow is 14.
Okay, that's what... I knew that one of them was level 14, but it might have been yellow because, you know, well, it was nice. It was a nice thing to do in yellow.
Yeah!
Alright, well, we have a Butterfree.
Good fucking luck. Let's see if this Nuzlocke is even going to continue past its first episode.
No, it will, it will. I have Butterfree.
Be free!
Alright, my strategy is going to be to go in and growl. Growl hard on the Onyx, who knows bide. And then just take him out. Oh my god.
Initial D Euro beat.
Alright. Alright, chat, are you ready for a gym battle? Are you ready for this? Oh boy. Rest in peace, Charmander. Rest in peace. You would have been nice to have.
Seven sexes on the line. Get your fire.
I think he uses Geodude first, so...
Get that satellite if you wanna see me talking on the net out on a ray of light. Get your credit card.
I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. I believe in rock hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then. Show me your best. Okay, he should really be a ground gym leader just because the trainer in front of him only uses ground type Pokemon. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's rock. Okay. Geodude.
It's a new way of life to me. I'm just running.
Yeah, that did a lot of damage.
Yes, I want to know. Yes, I want to see.
Alright.
I have not heard about the
Kiltadid.
Damn, that was fucking quick.
Okay, Pokemon 2.
This is happening. It's so rock hard that it fills you with determination.
Onyx is such a fucking badass Pokemon. Back in the day. Okay, we're just gonna growl the shit out of him.
Growl. Mess this noob up. Brock, more like rock.
Gonna put 5 growls on.
Everybody's hype. Everybody's on.
Yeah, get hype. Get hype.
Everybody's like, whoa, shit, dude, it's happening. It's fucking weird in the place.
Oh
my god,
skills.
It's all fucking happening. We're right here.
Boy.
It's here and now. It's here and now. It's now and then. Here and now. Here and there. Now and then. Here and there. Again, plus ultra, with extra and bigger. It's Super Mario Sunshine. Big money, fast cars.
Right. Onyx unleashed his energy. Now it's time to attack.
Drop tops.
Confusion. Hell yeah.
Drop tops. Raindrop drop tops.
Raindrop. Drop top.
Fun fact, Onyx and Butterfree have the same attack stat.
Beautiful.
Digi, what is time without space? It's bigger than all the things! It's bigger than you, and bigger than me. It's bigger than Onyx, and he's a big guy. For you.
Alright.
Oh
Onyx
shit, it's fucking
happening.
Coming. Just like me. Let's see it.
Killed
Big
it.
money!
Oh, fuck! Alright, the first gym leader is down.
Booyah!
It's down and
Look at me.
out.
Fuck on me.
Alright, we had a
me.
rough time getting here. We lost our starter. I fucked up on one of the routes and totally didn't realize it was a new route and didn't catch a Pokemon. But we have beat Brock with 2 party members. We got a level 12 Caterpie and a level 13 Nidoran female. So let me show you my team. Oh fuck, I get a fucking TM. Oh my god, I get bide. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the fucking best move in the game, guys.
Joseph Mulkern says we just banned all soy.
Oh boy. Hell yeah. Okay, well, it says to go to Cerulean City, take on Misty. That'll be
the next time.
Next time,
Probably
right?
next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel, except probably neither of those things, because who the hell knows?
This might just be on
write up a plan.
Twitch. Who knows?
It could be anywhere. It could be anything. It could be anybody.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you all for indulging.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to me bitch about you celebs.
Yes. You got your whirling dervish out in between the chat answering.
Bang, 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 bang.
So
the next time I'm just gonna spend I'm gonna spend the Wednesday before just on Twitter, preparing, getting mad. I'll only go on Twitter on Wednesdays.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Peace out.
Need to save.